Fifty Sixin.
Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of 56ing with me and my boy BJ.
What's up, brother?
What's up, bro? Trying to get back into it. We've both had busy schedules, not an excuse, but unfortunately, we do both have day jobs and trips and family and things that require our time and showing up.
That's true.
But I do look forward to this, and I miss it when we don't do it.
Yeah, it's always fun. Always fun.
Well, you started it off. I didn't even realize. I didn't realize June has so many things. It's Men's Mental Health Month.
Yes,
but I think it's also cancer or cancer survivor. It's a bunch of things.
Yeah, it's something with cancer. It's also beginning of hurricane season. Isn't it officially the start of summer too? So it's a lot of things going on around this time. Gymnastics season. I'll let you boy. Right. It's also my birthday month, so that's way more important than all of those things.
And also Father's Day is coming up. The most important.
Also very important. Also very important. Also very important. But while we're on that note, man, it is Men's Mental Health Month, so I always I like to check in on my friends. So are you good? Everything good your way? I mean, I know we just saw each other a few days ago, but you good?
Yeah, but. Do you remember? I think we talked. I can't remember the episode. It was a couple months ago, and we were talking about my youngest is graduating high school, and you were like, "Are you good with that?" And I advised you that for 20 years, I'll let you know after.
Yep.
I will say there was a lot of external things going on, but I woke up Sunday, so she graduated Friday. We did our graduation party on Saturday. Sunday morning, I wake up. I swear to you, people talk about a weight off the chest. I felt like I had been carrying. I felt lighter. I felt like everything was different, and it was just one night to the next is really what it was. But for some reason, for me, I had built this thing up in my head for so long that now that it occurred, it's like, okay. The anxiety, the stress, because I want her to be okay. It's like, the other thing is I surround myself with people like yourself, Chris, Mo, people like that have insight and feedback. And it's like, bro, she's an adult now. She's going to do what she wants to do. And it's like really understanding that. I don't know. I do feel a lot different. I'm excited. I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready to lock back in again. I think I keep saying that. January, like what was it, New Year's or whatever? Like we're gonna lock the fuck in. This is gonna be a big year. Well, it's like I'm ready to now like lock in
more.
Lock in more.
Lock in before I said. I mean it.
Wow. Now for real.
Yeah. Yeah, it was only a couple of days, but do you feel like I know you said and it was like you said you made it up in your head, but
of course I did.
Do you feel like it'll be even more of a wait once school starts? August? In August? We'll just say September. When September comes?
No,
and she's like
so
kind of like beginning the next thing?
Yeah, I'm here to help and assist. It was just like when my son went to the Marines, right? I know how hard that hold on. I can imagine how hard it's been. I got to be careful how I say things because I've never been. Never been in the military. Whole family, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. But it was his deal, right? So like, I'm proud of him, very supportive. But I don't. It's like I don't know how to explain the parenting obligation. It's like I don't feel obligated to do it for him, or like I need to be there to hold him or catch him. I don't feel that way. He's going to go through it. He's figuring his life out. I couldn't be more proud of what he's doing and the man he is becoming because he has vastly changed, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Vastly changed, bro. It is wild. And I'm just excited for my daughter to do the same thing. But I don't feel like I have the same level of stress or anxiety because it's going to be what it's going to be.
Now, your son would say that's because you love your daughter more.
You know what? Let's talk about this for a second. This is why we need Mo back on here because I don't have a favorite, and maybe some parents do. I don't. I have a son and a daughter, but I do absolutely love them differently.
Yeah,
And I was
because
actually
they're different.
telling baby girl's boyfriend this because he felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I 100% spoil my daughter.
Yeah.
100%. And this is what I explained. I said, I'm trying to teach my son how to be a man and take care of his own family one day. Nothing's ever going to be given to him. It's just not how it works. We can talk about nepotism and all this other bullshit, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're the man of the house, whatever that house looks like for you.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Mm-hmm.
But for my daughter, I am teaching her how she deserves to be treated. These are the expectations she should have for anyone who wants to be the man in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Period. The end. I struggle with that. I think sometimes because my whole thing is like she needs to have skin in the game. There needs to be some buy-in. Like I can't do things and give her things without, I can't do some of the stuff for her. But yeah, I want her to always know she has a fallback. She has a safety net. I'm here. She is safe whenever she's around me. All those things will always be true. I don't care if she's 70 years old. I'll be like, baby girl, what's going on?
Yeah, 100%.
It might be weird, but I don't care, bro.
No,
it's what it is.
That'll never change. And I think that's some of that is biology. It's also societal, It's like, they are different. Men and women are different, right? And I think as you just so eloquently laid it out for people listening, is that men are born with expectation, right? So it's different. Yes. It's different for baby boy. It's like, hey man, we are rooting for you, and I want you to be better than all the other men that, we only want you to be, stand on our shoulders to be even taller, go even further, right? But at the same time, you got to go out there and get on your own, brother. That's like,
you got to do it.
You got to get on your own. And I've explained this to women that I've dated. I've explained it to female friends. I've dated to, explained it to every woman who's around me, right? They're like, oh, you're so blah, blah, blah. I was like, listen, I don't think you understand the weight that comes when a woman is around you or in your life or whatever. It's like, I am responsible for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I said, because, and here's the difference. If something happens to you and I'm around you, whatever, it's like, they're not going to be like, oh, they're going to come to me like, well, what happened? Why didn't you protect her? Or how could you let this happen? How could you, where were you at? Like where was the protection? Where was this? Right? Okay. Right. And rightly so. Okay. Women are precious, they're precious beings. Not to say that they're incapable or they're weak, but they are precious, right? Something to be protected.
All true.
Now, something happens to me, they'll be like, damn, man, how you let that happen to you? What'd you do to get yourself in that predicament? You know what I mean? So it's like the responsibility of you're you're a man, you're responsible. I think, I think he's learning, your age and your biology don't necessarily make you a man if you want. It's like, but it's the life of a man is filled with responsibility, and duty, if you will. So he's learning. And also that's the same reason why, and I tell other men this, and younger men who have been around, say, man, this is the reason why you have to go ask for you have to ask a woman's father for her hand in marriage. It has nothing to do with it, whether she likes you or not. I was like, there's nothing to do with that. You're not asking for his blessing for her to like you, right? That's up to you, whether she likes you or not. But I was like, what you're going to him to ask for is to assume the responsibility for the person he's been responsible for their whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Because if something happens to her, again, we're going to be asking you, where the fuck were you at? What happened? Yeah. What's going on? Whatever, right? So I think it's important that younger men learn these lessons, and he's learning them. And like you said, she's at an age where she's an adult now, but you would think, and I think she gets this, what she deserves, how she deserves to be treated, but also what to expect from any man who would want to assume that role in her life. It's like, hey, these are the, those are going to be my questions. Hey man, like I told your boy, I was like, you done growing? Because
yeah. Do you see the other men in her life? They're all giants.
Do you see us? It's like, what's going on, man? Can I feel confident, with whatever, sending her out into the world with you,
Mhm.
it, you're going to be able
You
to,
got it. You gonna
you
be
good?
good.
You good?
Mhm.
Because if not,
You know what? Yeah, you need to figure that out.
yeah.
But you know what? We didn't we went this wasn't on our topics, but because I just had this conversation today, and it was the conversation of relationships. But I was like, she's getting it from a bunch of angles. I'm like, they keep defining it, adult parents, me, and other adults. You're in a high school relationship. She's like, I don't even understand what that means. I said, well, let me explain to you what that means.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like if you meet somebody and you're on vacation.
Hmm.
It's as fun as it could ever be. And I wish every day could be like that.
Hmm.
But that's not reality. I was like, high school relationship is because you don't have any responsibilities, and neither does he. He's not paying no bills. They're not working. You're not having to figure out money and light bill and groceries and cooking and cleaning and all the shit that comes with
Hmm.
adulting in the real world. Fuck yeah. You meet somebody when you're on vacation in the islands.
This is fun.
Oh, bro, I'm in love, bro. This is for 3 weeks we've been hanging out. It's the best
Yeah,
time ever.
this is
No,
fun.
bro. No.
No, 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 no,
No.
no.
Because then reality sets in. You got to go back home. You got to pay
Hmm.
bills. You got to go to work. You got shit
Hmm.
going on. You got animals with sensitive stomachs. You got dumb shit going on. That's it. It's kind of like that's like the nitty gritty. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure this is the best, funnest, most greatest relationship ever because y'all don't have no responsibilities. I was
Yeah.
like,
All you're
who's
concerned
paying for
about is
y'all to go out and have dinner?
all you're concerned about
Somebody's
is the
mom and
fun
dad.
thing. That's it. Only concerned about the
All you
fun.
focus on is fun.
Yeah, that's it.
The most stressful thing is which party are we going to go to and do they like me?
Yeah.
When you become an adult, no, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm tired. We got, are the lights still on? Do I got heat? Do I got AC?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's
Nobody's
the
had to
shit I'm out of.
sacrifice anything yet. Nobody's had to sacrifice
No.
time, sleep, money,
Uh-uh.
uh,
Yeah.
work. Yeah. Well, it'll get there. It'll happen.
High school relationships. But I was like, but to Mo's point, Mo's the one that said this. She goes, she only knows what she knows
That's it.
because she's, you know what I'm saying? So 4 years for her, that seems so long
That
because
is
it's a quarter of her life.
that's a
Quarter
quarter
of
of
her
a life.
life.
Yeah.
So the
Yep.
idea is she wants to become a veterinarian. She's like, 8 years. Oh my! I was like, that is a
It's a
blink.
blip.
You won't even be 30 yet. And
That's a
she's like, oh
blip.
my god, I'll be so old. I'm like, oh no, but for her, half her life, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, half my life is gonna be going to school. But I'm like, yeah, but the next 60 years will be amazing.
Dope. It's hard. It's hard to see past. It's hard to see past what you can envision. Right. It's hard. It's
Now
hard to get there.
I will say I don't have this is one of those things where I'm like, I don't have a solution. I don't have a good answer. It is vastly unfair that
Mhm.
kids at 18, 19 years old have to make choices. I'm not saying you'll be a failure. I'm not saying you'll be a failure if you make the wrong choice. That's not what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But it's like if you make the right choices, your life will be exponentially easier long term. Short term, it sucks. You're studying, all this other shit.
Mhm.
You're sacrificing freedom, all these things, all true. But it's like now that we're in our 40s, bro, it's like
Mhm.
I'm looking for I want my next 40 years to be as easy as
Yeah.
possible.
It's
I'm getting old, bro.
and I think it's interesting that I'm thinking about a quote. The nature of the quote is interesting in and of itself, right? It's like either pick, you choose. It's either choose the pain of discipline or the pain of regret, but you choose which one,
Mm,
right? And
gotta pick.
it's significant. This leads into our next thing. I might as well just jump
Yep.
in there. Um, Longevity is impressive, right?
Yes, it is.
We're both in our 40s now, and I think it. I was thinking about this when they were talking about this LeBron versus Jordan versus Kobe, kind of whatever things like they when they're comparing athletes and comparing whatever or artists or um whatever the comparison. Sometimes they try to make the argument of like, well, who had the highest peak? And I'm like, okay, that's one way to look at it. I was like, but here's what's more difficult, I think. And then maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm 40 now. Longevity is impressive to me in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of it is until you get some distance, right? in life,
Mhm.
you will realize how hard it is to do something for a long period of time, to maintain over a long stretch of time, right?
Yes.
Um, I was working out before we came to the trip, and I was like, man, even with with the surgery, I was like, man, I had a 450 squat, a 450 bench, and like a did like a 500 pull or whatever. And I was like, you know what? There's a piece of me maybe 5, 10 years ago wouldn't have been satisfied with that. It's like how I gotta go more. I gotta do more. I gotta do more, right? But I've realized what you kind of like, stop for a second, kind of like turn back. You're like, I've been doing this for a while and like maintaining this for a while. Like LeBron playing, I think we take, for example, like LeBron James. I think we take it for granted because he's been doing it so well for so long. He's been in the league longer than he's been elite and in the NBA longer than your daughter's been alive.
Yes. True. Yeah, true.
Right? And I don't think people understand what that is and what that means and what that takes. And even just on a day-to-day basis to just feel good in your body for at 40, I thought it was like, oh man, I obviously didn't think I'd be breaking down like I was for a while, right? It was like, but you kind of like I think people take it for granted. They're like, oh, you're getting older. I was like, but isn't that the fucking point? I was like,
Mhm.
my response to that now has been, hey, you keep saying good morning, and you'll get there too. And that's kind of the fucking point is to get out as far and as long as we can go. I'm like, why are we knocking the longevity of things? I don't get it.
Mm. I think it's relevant too because they also talk about longevity and like fighters
Hmm.
and like the UFC stuff, and they're like, there. It's sad because there comes a point when you start getting knocked out left and right. You, it's it doesn't make you a trash fighter, doesn't mitigate your record, but it's like there comes a point when people hope that you let it go when it's time to let it go. But I could also imagine how hard it is. But back to your original point with LeBron James, he has been elite for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, he's
I don't
been.
understand this whole GOAT thing too, because it's like, well, back up. I understand the conversation GOAT. I
Yeah,
get I get the point before we get any fucking stupid comments. I understand what they're talking about. But it's like how do you compare one generation over the next?
you can. Only
I
you
don't know
can.
how you do that.
Only you can. Only you
They're
can.
like, oh, Jack Johnson and Mike Tyson. No, it's
Nah, I don't.
what? No,
Two
it's
completely different
violently
eras. Yeah,
no.
no, no, no. Nah.
And also, it's like it's almost like I don't know why you have to diminish either Michael Jordan or LeBron
Yeah,
James
yeah,
or Kobe Bryant or anybody else. Why do you have to diminish them, man? What they did is impressive. Just being in the fucking league is impressive,
yeah.
bro.
They were great for their time.
Let alone that you are elite
Yeah, I was great
in
for the time I
amongst
was here.
other elites.
They're like, oh, you could have,
Why,
what in this
why you
era. I'm
gotta
like,
try to diminish them? Why you gotta try to diminish someone, bro?
yeah,
I don't like. I don't know.
especially when they
Maybe
can't
because
help
I'm
it
a former
either.
athlete, bro.
Especially when
Yeah.
they can't help it. I'm like, you motherfucker can't help when you were born and who you played against and what you did. Like,
No.
I was good when I was there. This is what I was doing.
Yeah. This is
Right.
what I was doing.
This is what I was doing. And
Yeah.
and again, I think obviously when you get some age on you and some distance and some experience, I think we all do it. Just not just in sports or health or whatnot. Just in life in general, you gain
Mhm.
some. I think experience gives you perspective, right?
Yeah.
And we look at things a little bit differently. It gives you a different scope, a more broad view of the world, a more broad view of anything that we're talking about or discussing. It's like, hmm, like I see it now just at work, right? Got the young guys they're super fucking excited and they're running, they're gung ho, whatever. And I'm like, and I do my best. I always say that, and I tell my other supervisor, listen, I try to give them as much guidance, even though sometimes that comes off as correction, but I always try to make it guidance um, in a way that doesn't dim their light or
Mhm.
or put out their fire, right? Because there's some things that you can't teach, right? Fire and desire you can't teach. Effort you can't teach. When somebody's got that thing, you can't teach that, right? So if they got it,
Mhm.
something special about them, they want to do it. I'm not trying to knock that out of them. You know what I'm saying? Because like again, we've been young before. I know what that's like. I don't want it to
Mhm.
be. I don't want it to be that way. Um, and I always try to give them the guidance was like, hey man, this is a young man's game. I want you to be the best of the rest of these young men, and I want to put you in a position where you can be above the other ones who are around you because that's your competition. I'm where I'm at because I've done what I've done.
Mhm.
I want you to have the same level of success. I want you to be better. I want you to be, whatever. Which I think we got from our uh, supervisor when we were young, especially Sharo. But then he gave us
Shout
nothing but
out.
knowledge, nothing but knowledge, nothing but things that are
All day long, bro.
all the he never made us feel dumb, never pulled our
Mm-mm.
fire, never it was always I want you to maybe over here a little bit so so you don't run out the road. It's like he's been on the path before. He
Yeah.
knows the pitfalls in the road. I know there's the guardrails out around this corner. Hey, there's a pothole here. Hey, slow down a little bit. It's slick over here. You know what I mean? So like that kind of shit. And which I was always been grateful for. And I try to, pass that, have that same je ne sais quoi. Uh, he's very, very, very unique. But I try to have that
But do
same
you
level
speak
of
Latvian,
I
bro?
don't speak Latvian. I don't speak Latvian that I only took for a semester in college. No, I don't.
It could conduct a full interview. Don't worry about it.
No, don't. Yeah, no, I'm not at that level. Nope, you got me.
And you gotta have the glasses, bro.
Yeah,
Just like
it's always so off-putting. I was like, what?
sorry. Shout out. Shout out. We gotta
No,
get him on here, bro.
we do
Hopefully he
gotta get him on
retires
here.
soon.
We gotta get him on here. I know he won't. I know he won't come till he's retired, but
I
we
know,
got we
bro.
gotta get him on here. Yeah,
I also get it.
yeah, yep.
I get it. Well, back to men's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate checking in, but I will say for those listening, um, the fitness, the health, you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to pull 500 and squat 450. But for me, it's like stay active.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a common saying, I don't know where it's go out and touch grass.
Yeah.
Meaning the way I take it to mean, one is I actually like to physically go out and like step in
Touch the
grass or
grass.
like, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
just unplug from your phone,
Yeah.
the TV, work. If you're married and you have kids, take stock. You're blessed.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that would kill to be where you're at and have what you have. Try to keep that focus. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And if you're not, God bless you, bro. Take care of yourself because when you're doing well, you attract other people who want to, well, let me phrase it this way. When you're doing well and you're successful,
Mm-hmm.
you will also attract those who want to be a part of that. Now, there's some filtering that needs to go on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who want to take advantage, but you
Mm-hmm.
will find someone who wants to help support and be along with the ride, not pull you
Yeah.
down. So, but I don't know, bro. Besides you and I, when we talk to each other, reflecting, I don't think I ever did that before I met you. I didn't reflect. I was always just focused on the next. I
Mm-hmm.
never took stock of what I had accomplished or where I was. I never did that.
Well, I've learned this. Again, I take the time to learn, right? It's like, but I don't remember how exactly it was put to me in therapy one time. Like, if you're always, uh, focused on, the destination or whatever the goal is, like you'll miss the trip, right?
Yes.
You'll miss the scenic route that you're on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you'll miss it, right? And we've all, and I liken it to, and I'm sure we've all done this, right? And it's like you're driving somewhere, and then you kind of just like zone out, and then you get to where you're going,
Mm-hmm.
you're like, damn, I don't even remember driving here. I don't even remember getting here. Like, how the fuck?
Sometimes it's bad, bro. You're
Right?
like,
Right? Just like, how did I get here? Right? But I'm like, I imagine not stopping to reflect would be, akin to that, where it's like, damn, I don't even remember,
yeah.
you know, the ride or how I got here. I didn't, you don't even know if you enjoyed the shit or not. Um, and I think that would be the travesty. We all know that time is relative, right? I'm bad at it. I realize that I'm terrible at putting things in the years that they happen, right? Because time is so relative. You know what I mean? It'll
Uh-huh.
be like, we have the iPhone does this shit where it's like featured photos pop up, and it's like,
Yep.
iPhone will make movies and whatever kind of shit, right? I'll be like, damn, 20, 2019. Damn, that was 7 years ago. I was like, that feels so fresh in my mind. Like
Yeah.
maybe okay, maybe 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, whatever. And then other things where it's like it was, man, this was especially dating wise. I'm like, man, I barely remember that shit. That shit seemed like a lifetime ago. Like I don't even like it doesn't even register like it's even real life. Like it's like
Yeah, yeah.
that it eventually becomes like, oh, like was that even real? Did I even was that a dream?
Who? Who
Who?
we talking about?
Yeah, did I make that up? Like, are we sure this actually really happened? Right. So it's like the shit's relative, but but
Yeah.
obviously if you don't take stock in kind of like where you are, and kind of as they say, smell the flowers, stop and smell the flowers. And
Mhm.
I've learned to try to do more of that. I think, uh, and again, as they say in the good book, no man knows the date or the hour,
Mhm.
of his end, right? You have no way of knowing whether you're close to the beginning or close to the end, right? So you
Uh,
might as well focus, lock in, and enjoy the shit. You know what I mean?
yes. Some people get annoyed with me on that because I'm like, I take that to absolute heart, and I'm like, imagine I had this delicious bottle of something or this opportunity to go have this delicious meal.
Yeah.
Why would I turn it down?
Why?
Tomorrow's not promised to me.
Nah,
I would feel like an asshole if I left something I was like, I always wanted to try that, and now I have the opportunity, and I'm like,
brother.
I gotta save it. I gotta save it for a special occasion.
Listen,
Today might be the one.
this is hey. I'm here today. That's the special occasion.
Yes.
That's a special occasion. A lot of motherfuckers
Oh,
said tomorrow, didn't wake up today.
that's right. Sorry, we didn't even talk about this on the last one, bro. We were able to enjoy Four Roses Platinum, bro.
Oh
I
yes,
totally,
yes, yes,
I
yes, yes,
did,
bro.
yes.
Yes,
Oh,
bro.
I
Delicious, bro.
believe only available in Japan, but
Delicious,
that
bro.
was special, bro. I
Delicious,
did hold on to that.
delicious. Very, very, very good. Please send me a please bring back another bottle when you come back. That
I was
was
like,
very
bro,
good.
just take it with you. Like, I can't travel with this.
I was like, bro, I can't. I have a carry on.
Sorry, bro. I'm
I can't
spoiled
put.
rotten, bro. I'm spoiled, bro.
Yeah, motherfucker. I was like, we have to drink. We have to finish this because I can't take it back.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Sorry, bro. I meant to bring that up on the last one.
No, 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 no.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to do allowed to be trash but not skip?
Let's finish off with that one. I want to touch on this real quick.
Hold on, we got people can't read cursive, bro.
Exactly. I,
But go ahead, you pick
bro,
which one. Go
that's what I'm
whatever
saying. That's
direction.
what let's jump there because I saw this on I don't know if it was a TikTok video or Instagram or whatever, right? But it's this guy. He's holding up cards that are in cursive and like asking people like on the street, like on the spot, like, "Can you read this?" I was like, "Read
Yeah.
this," and they're like, the funniest one was the word zebra in cursive,
Oh, that's
and they were
right.
just like, "Uh, what language is this?" And he's like, "It's English."
Yes.
I have no idea what this says. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I'm wondering, like, do they even teach cursive in schools anymore?
No.
I had to learn to write in cursive in elementary school.
So did I, bro.
Right,
With
so
the letters and shit.
all the letters, and you had to write. We had to write papers in cursive. Yeah, but here's an interesting thing: conspiracy theory, right? Nerd corner. Somebody was saying, or this was a conspiracy thing that I heard that AI can't read cursive, or can't make it out, or can't like do something with it. And I was
Mm.
like, it's interesting. I said, why they're not teaching it anymore. And I was like, now in the long run, long scope of things, how many things do you think would be lost to history because people can't read cursive for things that are written in cursive, or especially like in old languages? So now you can't
A
read them.
lot.
A lot. I mean, well,
Context.
be a lot.
Yeah, for the record, this is a Z.
Yeah, exactly. Well, somebody who couldn't read it, I was like,
No,
I don't know what that
no.
is.
That was the first attempt, and I was like, wait, that's not right. It's like
No,
a 3 with
it's
a
like a
little,
three with a
I'm like,
loop,
bro.
and
Yeah.
you gotta attach the loop to the next
To the
letter.
thing, yeah,
Yeah.
bro. That's a Z. Fair enough. Bro, wasn't it Billy Madison when he's trying to write in cursive and he has to spell pizza and he's like squiggle lines? Mm.
Exactly, bro. I was surprised, but also not shocked. I guess
That's been one generation.
One.
Yeah, we learned. My kids did not.
One.
That's how that works, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Gone.
Gone. Uh,
Bro, they don't
that
even teach homo keys anymore how to type.
Yeah. I still
And
do
let me
that.
tell you something, for the new age, whatever generation that fucking thing is, y'all motherfuckers don't know how to type. I've seen so many hunt and peck
Yeah, that's what I do.
bullshit. The fury that it brings to me, and it's like, just good Lord Almighty,
Bro,
we are doing a disservice.
but here's the thing. That's one generation, right?
Yeah,
Think about the history of just our country, which is relatively young.
yeah,
250 years is not a long time when you're talking about history of the world,
yeah.
right? So think about how many
Bro, hold on.
generations, how many
Yeah, go
generations
ahead.
is that, and how many things have been lost to history, or how many accurate, accurate as we say,
Accurate.
accurate accounts of history have been lost in a short amount of time because one, they weren't written down, or two, it just disappeared with the generations, bro. Or you could just tell a different story and nobody's there to correct it or do whatever.
Bro, we might get blocked, but I want to play this because we talked about this one before, not
Mm-hmm.
on the thing, but how did we used to old timey?
Mm-hmm.
How in the hell did we used to hold on? Hold on. No, I ruined it. Here we go. Oh my god, the fucking ads, bro. See, you can tell we weren't planning this. Hell on this.
And how? Have you ever watched Little Orphan Annie? Taken a wooden nickel for something, right?
What?
Pepsi Cola, smoked a Winston cigarette, or tried
Yeah.
rich chocolatey Ovaltine
My dad
because
remembers
it'll
this
make you feel swell.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro.
Bro, there's people.
Two
Bro,
generations.
our parents,
I don't even get it.
our parents, when they were children, were able to pay a nickel for things.
Yeah, and the rotary phones.
Yeah, bro, we're both old enough to have seen one and used one.
Yeah, I have
Right,
too.
bro. We've gone from the rotary phone to a cell phone. That's the uniqueness of our generation.
Mhm.
It's a very transitional generation, right? We've seen floppy disk to essentially a cell phone is just a computer in your hand. We'll just say a fucking MacBook to a tablet.
This is a
Sounds,
terabyte.
bro.
This is 1,000 floppy disk. I don't fucking know,
bro. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like it's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Again, conspiracy ish. I know I was talking to Taylor about this. I was like, you should. I was like, you should dive into Tartaria. Just dive into it. I think it'd be interesting for you.
Bro, you too.
There's a guy on TikTok, and when I find it, I'll send it to you. But his whole thing is we talked about it. Actually, we talked about this on the drive, right? Asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of these people who just ask questions. He's like, I see this. Seems weird. He's like, you mean to tell me that they built the Empire State Building in 300 days?
Mm-hmm.
And now
Yes.
I can't build me a house in 8 months?
Correct. Shit, fuck that. 2 years.
With the technology they had. And he's like, another thing too, he's like, all these
the quality also.
all old-timey buildings, right? Buildings that have been here for 200-year-old building, 100-year-old building, right? People are like, oh, I live in a 100-year-old house. That's almost half the age of the country. So that's a lot. Think about that. What I'm saying now, right?
Yes.
Some of these buildings say erected or not erected, they say founded in whatever. What do you mean founded? Did they build it or did they find it? Was it here already? I'm like, interesting. But it's a whole nother fucking rabbit hole. We'll get down to that. It's a whole nother show, whole nother time. Anyway, I actually forgot the cursive thing. I was like, but no, generations, I think it's strange that we don't do that anymore. It's going to be like, We'll be what, in our fucking 80s, and they'll be like, Grandpa, what's this? You'll be like, you don't know what that is? No, never seen it before. I have no idea. Is this another language? They'll be like, little motherfucker, this is English. What are you talking about? This says this says pizza. This says stuffed crust pizza in cursive
It's
in
like,
English.
bro, that's your birth certificate.
What are you talking about?
Although, bro, I gotta tell you, my daughter listens to this, but she'll laugh anyway. Because remember, I've talked about the education and ratchetry, and people don't know how to spell their names and all that shit. Baby girl, I was like, she was doing stuff for college, and she's like, she called me, she's like, Dad, how do I spell my middle name? I'm like, bro, are you shitting me right now?
What do you mean?
I was like, you literally heard me say it. She's like, I know, but I don't use it all the time, and I can't remember how we spell it. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I was like, you have a driver's license in your pocket.
It just says I. It doesn't have the whole name. I was like, look at your social security card, your birth certificate, all these things that you have in your possession.
Yeah, you have your documents. What are you talking about?
Oh, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh, so good, bro. That just happened, so it makes me laugh. So, with all due respect to the young lady whose middle name was Antoinette, and I was like, how you spell that? And she's like, I don't know. I just put A. You know what? Okay. My apologies to you, because I have laughed at that interaction for many years.
And now
here I am. And yes, it is what it is.
I take it back. I take back my laugh.
Oh, God, bro. All right. Allowed to be trash, but not skip, bro. Let's wrap it up.
I think it's a great concept. Right.
I love it.
I think it's a great concept. I was listening to this podcast, and this gentleman, I definitely drawing a blank on his name right now, and I'm very, very sorry about that. But to his point, I changed the way that he put it because I didn't want to say, I didn't want to pause it, right? It was like, you're allowed to be trash, but you're not allowed to pass, right? So the way that he said it was, you're allowed to suck, but you're not allowed to skip. Pause. Crazy. Pause. Wild, right? Hey, yo. But on the lines of that, I agree with. I 100% understand what he's saying. Right? He's like small wins, and I think we've talked about this before, right? Is when you say, how do people build confidence? Like people who usually lack confidence don't keep the promises that they made to themselves, right? So it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and they don't do it, right? So like, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 times this week, and then they don't, right? For whatever reason, they, So he's like, that's the easiest way to build confidence and to keep yourself trending in the proper direction that you want to go in, right? So he's like, for example, if I say, hey, this week I'm going to get 5 workouts in. Third day comes, I had a long night before, work sucks, but for whatever reason, he's like, what I allow myself to do is I'm still going because I said I was going to do that, so I'm doing it. He's like, but even if I go in there and get on the elliptical for just 15 minutes, I still made it. I still did what I said I was going to do, right? So he's like, it doesn't have to be the most epic fucking thing, whatever. He's like, but the fact that I did it and in my brain, I can hold that and be like, nope, I stuck to the plan. I stuck to what I was going to do. It keeps me trending in the right direction. I was like, yes. I was like, that's, and I'm like, very, not that it's profound. I was like, yes, we all have to have that kind of attitude to maintain ourselves.
I will say I fall victim to that a lot because I want to feel good when I'm working out. I want to have an amazing workout. Otherwise, I feel like I wasted my time. It's a mentality I had real strongly before. It's still there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say here to lie to anybody. But I find that myself that even when I'm tired, if I just go, sometimes I go and I walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes. I'm not happy about it, but I can say at least I did something. Now,
I didn't lie to myself.
I didn't lie to myself. And it keeps the routine because I've also had it, especially with work, where I'm like, man, I'm not feeling it, so I don't go. and then one day turns into 2, and next thing I haven't been in 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's very real.
Yeah.
And then your buttons are in 1026 status.
Yeah. Yeah, right. But I would always,
Yeah.
I said, when it comes to, and I've said this all the time, like, listen, not every, you don't have to be Superman at every, and this obviously extends outside the gym, right? I was like, but you don't have to be Superman at every workout, right? I was like, hey, listen, Clark Kent is just as important as fucking Superman.
It is.
Just as important, if not more.
It is, yeah.
Right? Bruce, Batman that can't exist without Bruce Wayne. I was like, so you need,
all true.
You need, listen, so, hey, I'm not going to be fucking Superman every goddamn, every session. I'm not. I'm just not.
Sorry, we got to bring it up. One of our mutual long-time, when you said you can't be Superman or the best at everything, one of our mutual friends,
mm-hmm.
Who I've known since I was 14,
mm-hmm.
very, very smart human being. Like,
mm-hmm.
good. He's a good man, smart man, beautiful family. My boy is 42 years old and just realized he was wearing shoes a size and a half too small because that was in his head that's the size he wore. And they hurt his feet for, I don't know, 20 years. I don't know.
20 plus years, maybe. God damn, bro. You get knocked off, bro. Seems like Ty's got some technical difficulties. He'll be back in a second. You guys just got me right now. And while we're here, I also realize I don't really have eyebrows. So I'm thinking about maybe getting them some implants, eyebrows. See how that looks. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was laughing and then it went boop.
Wait till you play back those 3 minutes you've been gone.
Damn it, bro. I will. You know what? I might just not even edit it. Just let it run. So anyway, to your point, yeah, not everyone could be Superman, bro.
Yeah, they're both important. Very, very important.
I told him, I said, you know what? It makes me happy that this happened to you because he always has it. So, it's almost like it's good to know there's still some things that you're learning.
Yeah. He's a high achiever.
Guy, bro. He is the guy, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime you got something, it could be something as small as like, I don't know, you're trying to figure out a fishing pole. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. All the way to high level, like corporate tax, whatever it is, he either knows about it or he'll be like, let me get right back to you. Cause he's that guy. And it's like this whole time I've been talking to you. And now I'm like envisioning him doing presentations, client meetings, and the whole time his feet are just smashed into some small shoes. Yep. It brings me so much joy. Because I do dumb shit all the time. But that one made me happy.
Yeah, bro. He's I don't know what to think. I was just so surprised. I was like, bro, what? It just doesn't seem like it. Like of all the people that would happen to, like you would never pick him. Like he is not the. No. Like you said, he's very, very well put together.
But also because
because
I know him, I know how in his head, at some point, I wear a size 8, and that was it. And he never gave it a second thought. And he is the kind of guy that he'll just, they're a little tight, whatever.
Yeah,
he'll just keep going. Like that issue in his mind has been addressed and it's done. Now we're moving on.
Crazy.
And at no point in however many years did it come up until finally, and I'm just laughing because keep in mind he's got children.
Four children.
Yeah. And his wife, who has to do the shoe thing, was like,
"Yeah,
your shoes are too small." And I'm like, "Bro, this is getting better and better." And
better like, what have you been doing? What have you been doing with your toes this whole time?
Oh, so good, so good. Oh fuck! Shout out, buddy. We love you.
Yeah, bro.
All right, bro. That's all I got.
That's all
Sorry
I got.
about
I
the
got
technical
nothing,
difficulty.
No, it's all good.
All right, don't go anywhere. Appreciate you guys.
Fifty Sixin.